So again, in this question, we're trying to solve for the unknown variable. We have 1/2 x plus 3/4 equals, what number can I put in front of that x? Right, let's write it as a fraction, 1 over 1, okay? Take away 1 over 2. When you're adding and subtracting fractions, what should you do to add and subtract fractions? What should be the same? You okay? Okay. Because we know eventually we're going to simplify and combine our like terms, let's find a common denominator. What is the common denominator? 4. Okay, so how do I get a common denominator of 4? I have to multiply this by, this needs to be multiplied by 4, and this needs to be multiplied by, good. So let's just rewrite it with a common denominator. 2 over 4x plus 3 over 4 equals 4 over 4x minus 2 over 4. Okay, one thing we can do next, one way you can solve this, like I said, there's many ways you can solve this, but we can look for like terms. 2 over 4x and 4 over 4x are like terms. Positive 3 over 4 and negative 2 over 4 are like terms, right? We want to combine our like terms. Don't forget that we have a left side and a right side of this equation. So what's on the left side of the equation already? The 2 over 4x. If I want to remove this from the right side and put it on the left side, what do I have to do with it? Yes? I have to take it away from this side, to take away 4 over 4x, right? To get rid of it. So what do I have to do on the left side? No, same thing you do on the right side, you have to do on the left side. We have to take away 4 over 4x. What's already on the right side of this equation? Negative 2 over 4 is already on the right side, so that doesn't change. What's on the left side that I needed to remove and bring to the right side? Positive 3 over 4. How do I get rid of that? I take it away. So what do I have to do to the right side? Subtract it. Now can we simplify the left side? Can I subtract these? They're like terms, right? What's 2 over 4x? Take away 4 over 4x. Good. Negative 2 over 4x. And what's negative 2? Take away 3. Negative 5 over 4. But my goal here is to solve for x. So right now I have negative 2 divided by 4 times something equals negative 5 divided by 4. Can I get rid of that divided by 4? What's the opposite of dividing something by 4? If I multiply this by 4, that cancels out. So what do I have to do here? That will cancel out. So I'm left with negative 2x equals negative 5. So the final step to isolate x, we have to divide everything by negative 2. Cancel that out. Divide by negative 2. We're left with x equals, what's negative 5 divided by negative 2? What's a negative divided by a negative? Positive 5 over 2, or how else can I write that? 2.5 or 2.5. Okay, so that's our answer. Okay. So remember I told you there's a couple ways you could solve this. When we get to this step here, when you found the common denominator, why not get rid of the fraction right away? If I multiply everything by 4, I'm canceling out the denominator, right? Why not do that right away so you don't have to deal with fractions? So now I'm left with 2x plus 3 equals 4x minus 2. Now we do the same thing we did before. Combine your like terms. I have a 2x on the left side, stays there. The 4x on the right side, move it to the left side, it becomes negative. Okay? And then on the right side, I have a negative 2. It's already there, right? So that doesn't change. It stays on the right side. But what happens to the positive 3? It becomes negative 3. Good. What's 2x take away 4x? Negative 2x. And what's negative 2 take away 3? Negative 5, is it starting to look the same as before? Divide everything by negative 2, and we're left with x equals 5 over 2, or 2.5, the exact same answer as what we just did. Okay? That's just another way to solve this. Okay, and in this question we have something divided by 2 plus something divided by 3 equals 1. Can I make 1 a fraction? Anything divided by what doesn't change the answer? Okay, so first step, find a common denominator. Okay, so in this example, the common denominator is 6. So I need to multiply this by 3, this by 3, this by 2, by 2, by 6, and by 6. Rewrite this with the common denominator. Remember, to find a common denominator, you have to multiply the denominator and the numerator. You can't just change the denominator, right? So 3 times x becomes 3x over 6 plus, what's 2 times x? 2x over 6 equals what? 6 over 6. Okay, so step 2, to remove the fraction, you multiply by the lowest common denominator, which in this case was 6. Okay, that's how we cancel out the denominator. Now I can rewrite this without any fractions. What does this say now, Melissa? 3x plus 2x equals 6. Good. Good. 3x plus 2x is, so 5x equals 6. What's x? Good. Divide by 5. X equals 1.2, or 6 over 5, however you wrote it. Good. Okay, so the first part, common denominator, lowest common denominator is 6. Multiply by 3. Rewrite with the common denominator. Multiply everything by 6 to cancel it out. Good. And rewrite the equation. Negative 1x plus 3 equals 42. So negative 1x equals 42. Take away 3, right? I'm trying to get rid of that. What's 42 take away 3? 39, good. Is that the answer? What do I have to get rid of? Negative 1. What's a positive divided by a negative? So the answer should have been negative 39.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.